I Like Me, John Candy?
I did.
Yeah, what do you think?
It was pretty good, but I will say it wasn't anything mega groundbreaking. It was just a pretty good documentary. We didn't have a John Candy documentary that I know of, so it was good that we finally got one in 2025, but I wouldn't say it was anything super groundbreaking or anything. It wasn't like on the same terms of like Pee-wee as himself, you know what I mean? Like every turn of Pee-wee as himself, I was like, holy fucking shit. And then with the John Candy doc, I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that seems, and not that I'm saying that that's what that was the standards they should have kept up to or anything. It was just telling his story, but it was good to see the people that they got in there for the interviews. Like, fuck, we got some really, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you have Tom Hanks' son directing it, so he was able to get
Colin,
a bunch of big names for it, and including his dad. And there was some.
I thought it would have been funny if his dad wasn't there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I like that part where Tom Hanks is like kind of being introduced to improv, like forcing Tom Hanks into improv is kind of funny, and yeah, it's like very sentimental. I mean, so with Pee Wee Herman, there was a lot of controversy with him and the shit that happened to him and where he came from and everything. And everyone's just like, John Candy's a good dude. So, and then also, HBO documentaries are like at a different level. And yeah, the Pee Wee Herman was an HBO documentary, but I thought it was good. And I think the most impactful thing is just like the interview with Macaulay Culkin saying like, oh, he checked up on me and my dad was like a piece of shit. And you could tell Macaulay Culkin, like the way his mannerisms and stuff, that he went through some shit when he was a kid. Like, yeah. And I don't know, it's just like really nice, just, this wholesome guy. And unfortunately he passed away at a young age, which is fucking creepy because he died at 43, and then
We're 43.
Well, the day after this comes out.
You aren't. You're 44 now.
Yeah, I just turned 44 on the 9th, and this documentary comes out on the 10th. He's like, oh, he's like 43. I'm like,
and that was the point. That was the point Macaulay Culkin was making. He's like, I am 43 now, and I'm 8 years older now than John Candy was when we did Uncle Buck together.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's fucking insane. Like, they was only 37 when he did, Uncle. And that's my favorite John Candy movie still to this day is Uncle Buck. I watch that movie 5 or 6 times every fucking fall. I'm going to probably watch it really goddamn soon. But like, I didn't go into this movie wanting any like dirt or bad things or any. I just was like, I just want to fucking know about John Candy. So I shouldn't say that I was not let down at all. It was very good. It was a very good doc. To see some of the like the other behind the scenes things like, and then plus the other, his other interview, like they got like all the SCTV guys. That was good to see. And then when they were talking about all that, and so again, I didn't go into it expecting it to be crazy or anything, but it was good, and it fucking makes me miss John Candy. I gotta watch Planes, Trains, Automobiles again because that's a good fucking movie too. And it's like, man, and John Hughes is talking about that scene. He's talking about that scene where, John is like, he knows he's a dirtbag piece of shit if he goes to the track with these 2 kids in there. And it's like, yeah, dude, I always get misty eyed at that scene. It's like, I'm not like that in real life. I'm not that person, but it's like, but I've been around people where it's like at some point in their life, they finally realized they was fucking up. And it's like, he really, you don't see him in those emotional roles like that. I think that was kind of the most emotional he ever even had to be in a movie up to that point. If I think about it, was Uncle Buck. You know what I mean? Because he's always just been the oafish guy, and like and he didn't like being fucked with about his weight and stuff, which I get. I mean, that's low hanging fucking fruit, bro. You know what I mean? It's like that. It doesn't make. That's not where comedy comes from for people like that. And when they would call him. what was the Johnny Toronto? I thought that was fucking cool when they was like calling him Johnny Toronto. I like that, like, because that's how he lived his life, like, you know, big, but not big like fat, like just, you know, big life. That's kind of how I am. You know me. I'm a boisterous motherfucker. I light every room up I'm in just by I'm fucking with people all the time or something, because I like comedy. I like and that's kind of, so I connect with people like John Candy. But you know, him being worried about the sadness, that sucked. But that's why I say I kind of knew all that though, because there was, you know, my mom would get like People magazine all the time, and they had a really good write-up in the issue like right after he passed away about a lot of this stuff. So a lot of this stuff I kind of already knew going into it. Yeah. So that was the other thing too. And again, I wasn't wanting like some dark, crazy shit. Just, you know, but I kind of knew like, yeah, he, you know, he didn't take care of himself that well, and he had problems beyond that and whatever, but he wasn't a bad guy. Everybody liked him, you know, and I don't, that doesn't all seem like bullshit coming from like Catherine O'Hara, you know, and Eugene Levy and people like that, you know, like, why would you think that those people, why, like, I don't see John Candy having any any crazy ass skeletons in the closet. So I was pretty happy with the doc. It was a pretty good one. It's probably one I would watch again, you know, but at the same time, it's like, or I could just go watch Uncle Buck again, or I could go watching Planes and Trains again, or I could go watch his fucking movies, man, because they were good.
I think we're both on the same page as like my favorite John Candy movie that just shows John Candy as Uncle Buck. But what are some ones you like grew up with that you liked the best?
Let's see. So Blues Brothers. I kind of like his role in the Blues Brothers because you don't see him much in it. Stripes was a movie I didn't really see until later on in my life, but like, you know what? Let me cheat here just a little bit, because there's a couple of like, Spaceballs is not a movie I've seen a lot of times, so I can't like really say that was really it. But Splash, I actually watched the fuck out of that movie growing up. That was the one I was looking for. Was like because we had that recorded on VHS, and it's funny because Eugene Levy's in that movie, and it's got some of those early connections.
Yeah.
Volunteers, that's the other one. See, I can't believe they didn't show any footage from Volunteers in that documentary, because that was the other movie him and Tom Hanks was in together, and that was where Tom Hanks met his wife Rita Wilson. You didn't know that?
Damn, no.
She was smoking hot in that movie, and I will objectify her in that movie because she was in her mid-20s and I was a young baby, so I'm allowed to do that. But Summer Rental, I remember that movie a little bit. And then Armed and Dangerous, dude. That's the other one. How familiar are you with that? Nope. Where him and Eugene Levy are fucking, God damn it. I don't think they're cops, but they're like undercover. Yeah. Frank Dooley is framed for stealing a television set by corrupt detectives Rizzo and Nedler and dismissed from the force. Meanwhile, hapless defense attorney Norman Kane is threatened with death by his latest client if he fails to keep him out of prison. Kane reveals his ineptitude in a death threat to the judge, who agrees to render a long sentence if Kane resigns as a lawyer. So these two guys have to team together to fucking clear their names. Find this fucking movie and watch it. It's so good. Armed and Dangerous. Meg Ryan. This is like one of Meg Ryan's first movies too.
All right.
I think Robert Loggia's in it. That movie's great. Now, again, Spaceballs. I know Star Wars, and yeah, I like Star Wars and whatever. I've only seen that movie like 3 or 4 times, and I haven't seen it in like my adult life. I haven't seen it probably since I've been in my 20s, and so I need to watch that movie again. But yeah, The Great Outdoors, obviously. And then Who's Harry Crumb? I liked that movie. That movie tanked. Like, most people didn't like that movie. I like that movie. I liked Who's Harry Crumb. And then, of course, Uncle fucking Buck, bro. You can't go find. And then his little scene in Home Alone, that's great. I loved how they showed that improv scene with him and Catherine O'Hara. I kept expecting Catherine O'Hara to like break, but then I kept forgetting. I was like, well, these motherfuckers was in SCTV together. Like, these motherfuckers are pros. I would love to watch all 23 hours of that footage. You know what I mean?
Died about a month before, and it was rotting. And,
Is this what a rat smells like?
You smell it. It's just because I hung my coat probably right on the wall there.
Why'd you make me smell that?
Well, yeah, I dipped it in Old Spice, I got the Old Spice all over it, and now I've got a real mess of smells coming out of here. Sorry.
That's okay.
And then so he's in like Home Alone, and then I never watched JFK, but when it was showing that one scene from that movie with him in it, where he's like the New Orleans lawyer or whatever he is from Nolans, that was kind of cool. Like he was in like a dramatic role, I guess.
I totally forgot he was in it until I saw that scene. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, I haven't seen JFK since I don't know when, probably as a kid.
And then dude, and the Cool Runnings. Like that was a good movie too. I love that movie growing up. He was in that. He was the goddamn coach.
Doug.
Yeah, Doug. And dude, what's his name is in that too from Malik Yoba, I think is his name. He was in New York Undercover. I used to like that show when I was a kid.
Well, I probably grew up on a lot of the same movies. I didn't really watch Stripes until I was like a teenager, probably. Things that are like purely John Candy to me. I mean, Spaceballs, I've seen a lot on just cable, TV. It was showing. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is like the go-to Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
Probably second to Uncle Buck for me is The Great Outdoors, because we had the VHS and I just watched it all the fucking time.
Well, yeah. I remember looking through your VHSs and seeing that, because I remember one time you were showing, hey, look, I got Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I was like, dude, The Great Outdoors. I remember that because that was when you was on Worthy Street.
Penny took me out. We had my aunt and Ashton with us, and we went out for steak, and we were basically just going to share a bunch of stuff, and we had like this huge steak. I'm like, what if I had to eat this whole steak like John Candy and the Great Outdoors? Yeah. And Cindy laughed because she knows what I'm talking about, so I got to show that to Penny sometime. That's like the ultimate summer vacation movie for me.
Oh my God, yes. The movie fucking rules. That's the one where that guy's like walking in the woods and gets like struck by lightning a couple times, right? Like it happens like 3 different times. I think it's that movie. I always forget.
Oh yeah, he's like, I got struck 7. He's like 7 times, 77 times.
Yeah, and then it shows him he's just out walking in the woods, and just randomly in the movie, just randomly happens.
He's been struck by lightning. How many times is it now, Reg?
6 times.
66 times.
66 times.
And I think the funniest scene for me when I was a kid was when they shot that bear in the ass, and it's got like a human ass.
Oh my God.
A big human ass on the bear. So yeah, that's big bear chase me.
No, true, out there.
We're glad you're home, honey.
Big bear chase.
What is he saying?
What? Big bear chase me. Right in the...
Okay.
Yeah, fucking rest in peace, John Candy, dude. He was a good dude. And it's like every time I watch goddamn Uncle Buck, man, he like waves at the end and it freeze frames. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You know what I mean?
I also kind of like some what is considered his shitty movies because they played on HBO all the time. Have you watched Nothing But Trouble?
Yeah, because that was what was it? Demi Moore and goddamn
Chevy Chase.
What's his name? Yeah, well, Chevy Chase and then Dan Aykroyd, and like they have hair. Dan Aykroyd has like the heavy makeup and stuff. My mom had the what did they call those when it was the preview cassette? Because remember, my mom worked at the rental place.
Yeah.
So I had that movie like 6 months before it came out on video or whatever. And it would say, "This is illegal to perform copies of this TV, blah, 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 blah." It was like, yeah, I remember that movie.
I watched, it's just like a weird, I think that's one we should watch together again because it's such a weird fever dream of a fucking movie. I think it was directed and written by Dan Aykroyd, which he has some weird, wild fucking ideas already. And that's just like, no one stopped him from doing anything in that movie.
Yeah, no one stopped him.
Yeah.
No one fucking stopped him.
But it's that so one. Good. And then, I mean, a lot of his like failures showed on HBO all the time. So like Only the Lonely, I watched a lot.
Yeah.
And Delirious. Delirious is another one I watched a lot on HBO. And I kind of like, I don't know if I would like him now, but I kind of liked him then.
Delirious. Was that like from the early 80s?
No, both of those, three of those movies are from 1991. He was in 4 movies. No, 5 movies in 1991. JFK, Delirious, Only the Lonely, Career Opportunities, and Nothing But Trouble.
Okay, I remember Delirious. I remember this fucking movie. Okay. Yeah, Charlie Rocket's in this, man. Damn, R.I.P. to him, too. Yeah, I remember that. Fucking Emma Samms.
Mariel Hemingway.
I remember now.
He gets knocked in the head one day and wakes up in every television show he's been writing.
Yeah.
It's got
insane
27% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 5.8 on Internet Movie Database. Decent documentary. I think it's a really good like sentimental career piece for him. I would probably give it about a 3.5 out of 5. I really liked it. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking.
I'd give 3.
Yeah, it's it covers basically everything, and it's just really tragic. And I'm at that age where I'm like kind of trying to take care of myself a little bit more, like, get my steps in and, eat better and not drink as much and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not doing myself any favors. I should probably start.
Yeah, and then he was trying to and it's kind of sad. He was trying to lose weight and everything and trying to better himself, but, it's like these people, these fucking bloodsuckers in Hollywood, it's like, oh, you got to keep...
yeah, we think you're funny or fat.
Yeah. It's like, if you want to keep on working, you're going to get fatter. And then he just croaks at 43. It just sucks. But he left quite a legacy in that short time he had. Only, we could only wish to have that sort of impact. And how they shut down basically L.A. for his funeral and everything. And
they only did that for like 2 other people.
Yeah.
No shit.
But yeah, worth watching. I really loved it. I really liked it, but
I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me.